In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make £1,000 a month match betting without needing any bookmaker accounts in your own name and only put 2 hours of work into it each week. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Chris, and on here I like to talk about making money online and generally being smarter with your money. Of course, one of the things I love talking about, which is a great way to make money online, is match betting. And after having a few questions over on the Profit Boss Match Betting Facebook group of how do I earn £1,000 a month or more just by putting 2 hours of work in and not having any accounts in my own name, I wanted to make a video and just answer that question, so whenever anyone asks that question in future, I can just send them to this video. Now, just a quick disclaimer, if you're just starting in match betting and you've got ambitions of making £1,000 a month, this strategy isn't going to be for you. You do need to have a few things. One of those is to have built up a reasonable sized bankroll, but I'm going to get into the steps that you need to take in order to get that, and then everything that you need to set up in order to make this possible. So starting with step one then, out of the 4 steps that you need to do in order to make this strategy work, is firstly, build up your bankroll to around £10,000. Now, if you've currently only got around £500, which is typically classed as a small bankroll, and you think, wow, 10,000, I'm never gonna get to that, that's really not the case. If you watch this video, I show you how you can start match betting starting from nothing, and you can build that up. If you put a year of work into this, you can definitely build up a bankroll of £10,000 by reinvesting the money that you make into it back into your bankroll for match betting. Step 2 that you'll need to do in order for this strategy to work is set up 5 Bet365 accounts. Now, you won't be able to set 5 up in your own name. Of course, you can only have 1 in your own name. But what you can do is actually check out this video I made, which shows you how you can approach close friends and family and set up Bet365 accounts in their name without needing their bank details. This is a great way to go about setting them up, because the main reason why friends and family will say no to setting up bookie accounts in their name is because they don't really, it's not something that they want to do. No one wants to really give you a bank account, even though it would be your money that you'd be putting into the bank account. Whereas if you say, look, I can set it up, I don't need any bank details, you're a lot more likely to be able to set 5 accounts up. Step 3 is you're going to need to set up a OddsMonkey account. Now, there's 2 reasons why you need to do that. Firstly, you need to be able to have an OddsMonkey account so that you can get Smarkets, the exchange, for a 0% commission. I'll show you on the laptop now why that's so important. So over here on my Smarkets account, I've gone back in my history, and in order to stay on the 0% commission, you actually have to place an integrated bet through OddsMonkey onto Smarkets within every 30 days. When was this? Beginning of February, I actually forgot to do that. So as you can see, for these 3 bets here, so the Leeds-Everton match, the Rotherham-Derby match, and the Fulham-Leicester match, the little yellow here is the commission that you pay. So I actually paid 98 pence, £1.94 and £1.95. So that's £5 nearly that I paid in commission just on those 3 matches. Whereas if we go up a bit into the history here, I then got back onto the 0% commission, and you can see there, zero commission, 0 commission, 0 commission, and all of these for the rest of the ones that I've been placing, again, 0 commission completely. The second reason, apart from getting that free Smarkets use, is you want to be able to set up the 2-up alerts. So on the OddsMonkey dashboard here, we'll go over to the odds matcher. This is really to show people that maybe if you haven't started match betting yet, or if you are a Profit Accumulator member at the moment, Profit Accumulator don't have this on their odds matcher. So what you can actually do, if we go down here, we can go on to the 2-up high odds filter that I have set. And of course, there's no matches there, but it says here, we will email you when there are results available. And what I've actually got that set up to do, and those of you that are using OddsMonkey already will know this works great, is whenever there is a good close odds match for a 2-up, they will then email me, and they keep emailing you whenever there is a good match. If you haven't got OddsMonkey yet, down in the description I've left my link there for OddsMonkey, and I've also left a code which will get you 50% off your first month. Step 4 then is basically just waiting for those emails to come through And now because you have a large bankroll, you have 5 Bet365 accounts, and you're now set up with OddsMonkey paying no commission at Smarkets, you're just waiting to get these emails through. And when you get them through, and I'm going to show you an example of one that came off yesterday for me in the Man City Man United match. But when you get those emails through, you can then get £100 on each Bet365 account on that match. So you will have a £500 bet on there. But because you'll be getting these emails through and getting on them for such extremely low qualifying losses, sometimes even completely free, then what that will mean is, of course, when they don't go 2-up, you will not make any money. You'll just take your small qualifying losses. But when they do go 2-up, that's when you're going to be able to either trade out to take profit or wait for the full turnaround and make that large profit each month. The example here I can show you on the laptop. So if we just get up to the very top here, we can see that the last 2 matches I was actually on, so Spezia versus Benevento, I actually got £200 there, and as you can see it was at lay odds of 3.75, and I actually got on that for completely free. So it ended in 1-1, so if we click on that, the match ended 1-1, so there was no profit to be made, but because of that 1-1 draw and the fact that I was on it for a 100% match, it meant that I just got my money back. So I just got the £200 back that I'd put into it. Now, what happened in the Man City Man United match yesterday was I managed to get on that for lay odds of 7.2 and the back odds were 7. Now, sadly, I only had money in one account to be able to get £100 on that. I did not have, so I actually have 8 Bet365 accounts, but the other accounts didn't have the money in. So I could only get £100 on. But as you can see here, Man United went 2 goals ahead. And that meant that I actually had the option to trade out at back odds of 1.39 and guarantee £200 profit there. So of course, if I would have had the £100 in each of just 5 accounts, because I'm advising you in this video to just have 5 accounts, then that would have been £1,000 of profit that I could have traded out. And I have done that in a previous Man City Man United match, funnily enough. That was my actual biggest ever 2-up profit winner. So by doing this, you are taking those little qualifying losses, and then when these matches are coming off, because you got so much money and so much bankroll on them, and you don't need your own accounts to do this. You can just have a few friends and family's Bet365 accounts. That's when you're going to see the £1,000 a month on average profit. I say on average because one month I actually made £4,400 doing this strategy, and then another month I actually only made £250. But over the 26 months I've been doing this, I've actually made the 26,000. So it is £1,000 a month that I have averaged in the lifetime of doing this strategy. In order to keep your Bet365 accounts going and not get gubbed with them, do check out this video because it's 8 things you can do to place bets with a Bet365 account to make sure that you won't get gubbed. I have many accounts that are over 14 months old now and still going strong with no signs of getting gubbed. Oh, and finally, one last video plug. If you haven't started match betting yet and you are wanting to build up a bankroll so that you can get to this strategy, do check out this video because that's a video that I made where I show you how you can maximize the profit from all your welcome offers. So there you have it. That's the strategy in a nutshell. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, of course, press the like button below. I do really appreciate you doing so. And if you haven't liked the video, press the dislike button twice just to make sure you've pressed it. As usual then, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.